Okay, well, this is my last entry for IEL 6 and also my very last entry for this whole year. I have to admit that I'm quite tired so far because it has been a very stressful year, but also very excited because vacations are coming and I will finally be able to, I don't know, sleep a whole week after finals are done, and maybe I will be able to work and to play computer games the whole day. It will be fun. Vacations are coming and I will finally be able to do some things, different things from university. I'm quite excited. So, as usual in my journals, I have to reflect about my learning process. Also, I have to tell you about what I have learned throughout the unit and my CLT and how that come out. In this unit, it was called Inclusivism in Education. We review some of the laws proposed by the government, in which inclusivism is promoted at schools. And at the very beginning was very interesting because there were a lot of things that we didn't know before, and this was about several factors that may hinder a student's education, some physical impairments or learning disabilities, and how the government and the ministry take actions for this to be tackled at schools. I was also reflecting on how these laws help me as a future teachers. And it's very important because bearing in mind some of the difficulties that may hinder students learning, we can plan better classes. Also, we can promote a quality learning, having different or using different tools and strategies for them to learn in a better way, and also to offer the same opportunities to all students, to have an equal education for all of us. In terms of my learning process, it was very interesting because in my task and also in my CLT, I follow a line that was focusing only on having a quality task and a quality presentation, to do some research and to having a good outcome at the end. One of the things that I have to detach from all of my learnings is that this semester I discovered that research is always good. With research, we can get to know better our context, and in this way, we can define our tools and define and having in mind which are the best options for us to take actions at our schools, not only as, I don't know, teachers of English, but also as people that is responsible for students' education. In my CLT, as I mentioned before, I focused only on my task and in doing a quality presentation and research. These were my main goals, but also there were a lot of things that I discovered when talking with my teacher in my feedback session with this I also learned to plan my schedule and take into consideration some events maybe that may hinder my studies. I don't know, time constraints, or maybe, I don't know, a rainy day at school. This is always very important because we have to bear in mind that not all never the things come out the way we plan. In our case, in our task, we asked for permission to do some interviews that were approved 4 or 5 weeks after that. So it was very complex to do our task, and it's a learning that I really appreciate from my CLT. um, Throughout this year, I've learned a lot of things. One of the things is to hate and to love research again. And it is quite important for us as teachers, as future teachers, to do research, because it help us a lot. Um, Through this, we can improve our performance as teachers. We can plan better classes. We can know our context and tackle the needs of our students. It is very, very important. But thank you.